Alright, so welcome back here today. We got buffs and nerfs. If you watched my video 2 days ago, you knew that this was coming because I kind of said this. I dropped this in my gameplay video, so if you watch that video, you know this. But what they're doing now is confirmed. They want to make so this. I think this might be the new producer in action here. What they try to do is this is now started since like last season, the season before. It's been, hey, at the final update of the season when we're not doing anything, let's put a buffs and nerfs out so that counts as content. So we have like 3 or 4 major updates per season, which are actually, hey, I can come back to the game because a skill set released, a character released, a buffs and nerfs released, and a tuning change released. Those were the 4 updates. Here, because Kendo is your final update of the season, I said they'll move the buffs and nerfs up. They did. So remember, this was going to be a dead week, basically. All drop that this week was the banners, which nobody cares for, and then the one login event, which, again, free tickets. But this is the buffs and nerfs, and a pretty large one. Very, very large one, so please grab some popcorn, grab some drinks. It's going to take a bit. Like and subscribe, as always. It helps out a ton. I demand a like on this video because this will take forever to edit. But first things first, here we go. About the maintenance adjustment that was carried out over here on 2025-618 and the maintenance carried out on 2025-618, we responded as follows. First up, the biggest confirmation, system adjustment. We have adjusted part of the matching algorithm to make it easier for players to match with each other. Huge W. This is basically, I'm guessing, the parameters they've set. In the newest update, if you didn't know, in the season launch, they added parameters such as, hey, we want where if you drop this many kills, your KD is high, if your win rate is high, if you survive long, those were somewhat of the parameters they wanted to add in, where it says, okay, you can only pair with people around you that do the same thing as you. Remember, taking a pool, adding crossplay separates the pool in half, correct? Those that want it, those that don't want it. Now, on top of that, adding another system that separates it based on KD and all that also splits a very small pool even smaller. That's why matching the season was horrific. They have adjusted it officially with this. Huge W. We'll take it for what it is. We needed that. At least it's a little bit better now. How much better? Don't know, but it's better. Let's start off over here. Character adjustments. So just one system adjustment, just so you know. And that was, again, for matching, which everybody was complaining about. Over here. 0 satellites. Oh, 0 satellites. Okay, so that is, again, Ochaco Uraraka quirk skill set. That is alpha. Individuality technique alpha. Planet home run. Reduce the damage of the rubble to be hit. That is over here. That's 96. And then this is... So they reduce the damage on the rubble. It looks like, right? That's the rubble of to the hit. So I have also pulled up over here, obviously as always, the homie Hydra's cooking up and winning over here. Pretty much this is what he has for quirk skill set, Ochaco Uraraka. How we know it's quirk skill set, it says variation 01. That means quirk skill set. So here we go, quirk skill set variation 01. Damage break from 117 down to 101, 122 to 105, 127 to 109, 132 to 113, 137 to 117, 142 to 121, 147, 125, 152, 129, 57, 133, 157, 133. So, whatever it is, that's not bad, right? Technically speaking, that is not bad by any means over here. For the most part, it's not going to kill her kit, but it's going to at least maybe stop some of the, you know, 1-shot, 2-shot combos and such, right? You're getting about a 20 plus damage knockoff on each alpha hit, and you know how annoying her alpha hits are, so I'll take that. Definitely a great change, but that's the only change it looks like for this character, as again, there's nothing else listed. That's kind of tough. Okay, so next up from that point onwards, I don't know what the next character is, so I'll wait for patch notes to show it, but let's go to the next one here. Wave Twist, special action Wave. How? Reduces the gauge consumption when using air waved dashes. That is Nejire. That is who Wave Twist is. So Nejire is... What do they do to her? So this is the leaks now. Leak says... Nejire Hado, character, right, 25. Special action, use ammo 35 to 25. Oh, reduces the gauge consumption when using air-waved dashes. Ah, okay. That's a buff, not a nerf, right? It reduces the gauge of when you use it. So if I jump, 25, 25, 25, 25. I think before was 35, which means she only had 3 dashes and a little bit of hover. Now she has 4 total dashes. It looks like that's what they cooked up here, because it only uses ammo of 25 per jump instead of 35. So that's a buff. Yeah, that should be a buff, okay? Wave Twist, that's Nejire. Special action, buffed. Not going to save her, but it's something, I guess. Not saving her, though. Next over here, All Might. Let's see, this is standard All Might, actually. So, standard All Might, Individuality Technique, Alpha, Texas Smash, reduce the damage. Oh my god. Okay. And then special action, High Jump, change so that the gauge can be activated even if it is not 100%. So that... Oh, so yeah, if it's not 100%, you can now activate it. That's kind of cool. So what is the number nerf? So again, they just nerfed the Alpha. You know what it is? They nerfed it. I'm telling you why. Because everybody complained that the current All Might is less stronger than the old All Might. So they nerfed the old All Might to make the new All Might better than the old All Might. That's what they did, didn't they? Here you go. All Might character 0-12. Alpha damage from 59 to 58, so not too much. 63 to 60. Across the board, 76, 68, 78, 70. Ooh, 80, 72, 81, 73. So, oh, at level 10, you drop... Yeah, you drop almost 10-ish damage, right? Almost 10. So, not that it's going to kill him, but it's going to hurt. There's no doubt about that, right? And then the quirk Alpha, the explosion effect, which is like the after effect, from 30 to 20 across the board to 35 to 20. So it's raw 20. It stays at 20 now, which is, wow. It's because everybody was saying that old All Might is better than new All Might. They nerfed old All Might to make him definitely less than maybe new All Might. So that was what they went for over there. Yeah, what do you think? Next up, and then again, special action. There's nothing that I can show you through leaks. Nothing there to show. Next up, Aizawa. It looks like, yeah, looks like Aizawa. So Aizawa also has a change that has come through here. What does it say for Aizawa? Individuality skill beta, strong kicking, continuous attack. Increase the reload speed when the number of bullets remains. Will he? So I don't think that Hydras can have a leak for that because of how it's designed. No, he can. No, he does. Here we go. So, show to Aizawa. Quirk skill beta, reload time is 8 to 5 across the board. Till 6 to 3. And then quirk skill gamma is also changed, which they say that as there as well. Their thing for quirk skill gamma is individuality skill gamma to increase the reload speed when shot out, and then yes, that's basically a nerf because you see it's 10 to 11 now. That's a penalty reload time, so they increased the penalty reload time. So yeah, buff the beta, nerf the gamma is what they did. And this is what it looks like now. So the beta comes back quicker. At level 1, it comes back in 5 seconds compared to 8 seconds. And then if you increase it to 9 and you kick, that's also now 3 seconds. But if you kick twice, I think that it's... Yeah, that's not 3 seconds, right? That remains to be what it was before. So it's buffed in you kick once, you now get the beta back quicker. Boom, 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 back now. Kick again. Right? If you keep the kick, you get an extra kick faster. That's how that works. And then gamma is nerfed just a little bit, which is again by like a second. So I'm not gonna say like it's a killer thing, but it's a second nerf. So yeah, what do you think about that? Good, bad? Let me know. Aizawa affected there too. Next up, Cementoss. Oh my god, dude. Cementoss quirk skill set coming soon, confirmed. Whenever they nerf something like this, they always do that, dude. So let's see. Cementoss individuality skill alpha. It is lower the reload speed of level 4 to 9. Individuality technique, structure slab, increase the reload speed when you shoot out. Okay, okay. Now, what does the leak say? So here's the leaks for this. It is Cementoss, penalty span, now 0 to 2. Then penalty reload time 8 to 8.5. Penalty span to 0 to 2. And then reload time 2.5. And then 5 is 8 to 8.5, 0 to 2, 2 to 2.5, and that's so on and so forth till the end there. And then at level 9, it's 7.75, but that's now constant to 8.5. Oh. Damn. Wow. Yeah. So they nerfed it by a bit. So at level 1, you get a penalty span. But at level 4, you'll start to feel a nerf. Right, it'll take a little bit longer to get back. A little bit longer. Not like insanely long, but a little bit longer. Now, his gamma, theirs said increase the reload speed when you shoot out, but the penalty reload time is 0 to 15. Alright, so this is Future Gogo editing into the video because I don't know if I was explaining it properly and like perfectly, so I thought I'd do it again here real quick. Pretty much what they did over here is, so they made it 4 to 9. It's now, it takes longer for his alpha to reload when it's spammed, right? So pretty much, if you spam Cementoss, so this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how long it takes to like get his thing back, right? His alpha. Now, if you spam all of it, pretty much, in this case, it's now a penalty applied. So spam Cementoss, right? That's a thing. This now is nerfed pretty heavily, where it's going to take a little bit longer to get that alpha back in. It's 8.5 seconds now to get it, and on top of that, a penalty span, and then the reload time itself is nerfed, right? So reload time is nerfed, and there's a penalty on top of it. So, like for example here, this is nerfed. Now, instead of 2 seconds, it's 2.5 seconds. There's also a penalty span attached, and there's a penalty reload time. So upon 1 throw, nerfed. Now upon all 6 thrown, nerf. So his alpha got completely nerfed. Both spamming, both non-spamming. Good? Again, just by using 1 to 1.75, which is, you know, it's crazy, to 2.5, which that's pretty heavy nerf. And then a penalty span upon everything being depleted. Then, take a look at this. They added a penalty reload time to his quirk skill Gamma of 15 seconds at level 1, and then at level 9, 12. That's heavy. So upon popping one of this, look at how quick it returns, right? It returns pretty quickly in comparison. If you pop 2 of those, it takes much longer now to come back. It's a full-on penalty reload time, right? 0 to 15, and the penalty span is 0 to 3. So, for example, over here, if I spam both of them, again, the penalty thing, you can see how much longer that takes in comparison to the original reload time. Right, that's 15 seconds, because it's level 1. At level 9, it's 12. So, yeah, it's very, very heavy nerfs to him. He is a character who's very annoying. Counterplaying him is kind of hard, per se. He's pretty annoying. So, they basically, is this going to, like, ruin you? No. It's not going to ruin a good Cementoss, but you're going to feel it. It's going to ruin those that spam. If you spam with Cementoss, you're punished with this nerf. That's what's going to happen, okay? So, to most of the Cementoss out there, I don't think you're going to be, like, hurt, but you're going to feel it. 1,000,000,000% you're going to feel it. And to those that spam with him, they're dead, basically. Because, again, spamming with him now is super bad with all the penalties added to him. Make sense? I think that's a better way of describing it to everybody, so... Yeah, he got his nuts chopped off. GG's, boys. Now, Catastrophe Shigaraki, he's next up here. For Catastrophe Shigaraki, Individuality Technique Alpha Earthbreak increase the damage. So they increased the damage on... Oh, they increased Katashigi. Leak says what? Leak says Katashigi, where is he? Katashigi, here we go. Katashigi. Oh, no, that is Katashigi. Yeah, Katashigi. So Katashigi, 37 to 40. 38 to 42, 40 to 45, 45 to 50 max. And then collapse, 25 to 30, and then that's when the stun occurs. 26 to 31 across to 33 to 38. So a chunky buff. Wow, yeah. I would say that Katashigi is less played, but I don't think that buff is going to like bring him back. The players that play him are good at him. They can do good with him. Those that don't play him won't. I don't think this will pick up like playability for him. But next up over here, Himiko Toga. Individuality Technique Beta. They brought back the Toga buffs, imagine? No, dude, imagine. Increases the... Yeah, it does. Increases the damage during rushing by long press. They buffed base Toga again. Oh, that's funny, dude. Telling you, there's a fan on the dev team for Toga. How much is the damage buff? Let's take a look. Oh, damn, yeah. 71 to 72. So 1 increase, but look at the bottom. As it increases, 74 to 80. Then 76 to 83, 78 to 87, 80 to 90, 82 to 94, 84 to 98, 86 to 101, 88 to 108, and 88 again to 108. So pretty chunky buff there. Yeah, so that's 103 we're hitting again at level 9. Obviously, you have Deku there. Assault, right? But, yeah, 103, so it's 108 now without that. So not bad. Actually, it's a pretty decent buff for... her. Don't think that's going to revive her, but that's there. Looks like for character buffs and nerfs, the last one over here is twice. Individuality Technique Alpha Dagger Shot. Reduces the damage of Dagger Shot. Ooh, he got nerfed. How bad is it? Alright, so twice got nerfed. How bad? Everybody's been asking for it, but they didn't nerf the Gamma, which everybody's asked for that, but okay. Damage nerf. Let's check it. Oh, it's a chunky one. It's 1 damage across the board. Dude, it's 1 damage across the board. Oh, no, that's funny. That's actually hilarious. Oh, my God. Technically, it's 3 damage because it's per shot, and each shot is 1/1/1. So it's 3 damage across the across each gamma burst, or alpha burst, sorry. That's their way of saying, like, we know what you're saying, it's just we don't want to do it, you know? That's crazy. All right, it's a pretty chunky nerf, dude. I think he's unplayable now, man. I think he's unplayable now. Wow, 1 damage. 3 damage total. Twice is unplayable, confirmed. No way. They really slapped him on the wrist on that one. Here we go. Oh, they nerfed or buffed the special tuning. Let's see. Special tuning, skill adjustment, embrittlement. Yep, they nerfed it. Deadly Woods, Catastrophe. Decrease the defense force reduction, magnification, and decreases the effect time. Oof. Damn. Rip my boy. Over here, Katashiki, embrittlement. 5 to 2, 5.5 to 3, 6 to 4, 6.5 to 5, 7 to 6, 14 to 10, oof, 15 to 11, 16 to 12, 17 to 13, 18 to 14, and 20 to 15. So a big percentage dip there, while the sub effect from 1.25 to 1.1. Ooh, ouch. And then again, that is both a reduce in the defense that is being reduced, correct? And also the effect time that is activated upon activating the entire ability. So pretty chunky there. So Cementoss looked like a nerf, right? Hado looked like a buff. Aizawa was a buff nerf, right? Twice was a nerf by so much. Himiko Toga was a buff that was like pretty chunky. Tomura Shigaraki variation, so that's Catastrophe Shigi, was buffed pretty well. All Might over there was also nerfed. All Might was nerfed. So last but not least here, I can't believe I forgot it. This is like the biggest point of the video. I left it. So it said, this is what the translation says on JP. I didn't know what it meant. 8,100,000, and then it says over here, create Shellfish Shell Rain. That's Momo Yaoyorozu's Gamma. Decrease the number of hits to blow up. Pretty much, that does not translate properly. What they're trying to say here is, Momo Yaoyorozu has now insane down power on her cannons. If you get hit once with the cannons, yo rear is hitting the pavement, bro. Pretty much that's how it's gonna go here. It's a buff to nerf to like the heavens. 250, which I think guarantees down now. Basically, if you line up a cannon here, after 2 hits, it's down. But if she combos you, so if she hits you once and then does it, I think that's gonna be like that. So let me upgrade this to, because it's no, same down power across the board. No. So let's do this. Let's hit this, and then alpha. That's all she can do now. She'll hit you once with a cannon. So before, she might alpha, gamma, and then destroy you. But if you get hit with the cannons twice, you are you are downed, right? You see knockdown occurs. Because again, how the down power is calculated. So let's try this right now. Ready? Let's hit with this, but then let's melee. So that doesn't down either. So you can still combo a bit, but you can't do hardcore insane damage. So let's say All Might rails you. Then if you get hit by the cannons, you're gonna fall down. That's kind of how that goes, okay? So not bad. Pretty chunky nerf there, because again it causes down power much quicker. So because of down much quicker. So you can't just get destroyed by that. As Momo's very annoying. There's no doubt about that. So I would say that's a W. So altogether, it's not a terrible buffs and nerfs. But it is pretty good. So Ochaco finally got a little bit of a slap on the wrist there. We need that. Momo also got a little bit affected. All Might, I have no idea. Katashiki, okay. Himiko Toga is cool. At least brings that back. Free-to-play players are winning there. Twice is, dude, disgusting devs. How dare you? I'm joking, by the way, for anybody who doesn't understand sarcasm. Aizawa, making him better there, but, nerfing his Gamma, I guess, yeah. What was it? Hado's is great, I guess, but it doesn't, fix her. She's still, dead right now. And then whatever the hell Cementoss was. poor dude. And then over there, Katashiki, so. That's what I got for you here today. Pretty much that's all that's here. And then again, the matchmaking change. So for the most part, not a bad buffs and nerfs. What do you think down below? Please let me know. I'll wrap it up there. Take care. Have fun. Peace out. Get ready, though. No changes, by the way, for those that are going to ask. No changes for, I think he didn't say anything. No changes for Kendo. So, right? She might remain as she is as of what that said. But again, she could get updated during her launch, like All Might and like Ochaco was. be aware. Take care, have fun. I'll catch you tomorrow.